What's up? So today I have a question, or tonight I have a question that I want to explore a little bit. I do the philosophy stuff, I do the deep thinking and whatnot. And throughout the week, if you've seen, I've been kind of leaning towards the idea of the choices you make, right? So tonight I wanted to ask, a simple question along the lines of to be or not to be. That is the question. You know what I'm saying? Do you want to be, what is that one thing you want to be? You know, or is there many things you want to be? So that's what we're dealing with tonight. Catch y'all in just a second.
Uh, uh, everybody. Yeah. I'm in the zone, energy grown. Truth on the line when the mic gets shown. Light through the dome, we spark in the tone. Deeper than convo when mindsets wrong. Crew by my side, no mask, no clones. We break cycles and cast these stones. Heart of a lion, calm of a sage. Every word therapy, life on the page. Wanna talk about it? Yeah, we talk about it. Soul, pain, truth, we gon' walk around it. Light in the dark, yeah, we found our sound. Commodores and the crew, we hold that ground. Wanna talk about it? Yeah, we talk about it. Soul, pain, truth, we gon' walk around it. Light in the dark, yeah, we found our sound. Commodores and the crew, we hold that ground. Stories bleed, but the healing's sweet. Real ones build when the real ones meet. Late night thoughts, what the world don't tweet. Turn mics to mirrors to the pain retreat. From Colleen to the dream, we shift that scene. Big talk, black love, afro sheen. No gimmicks, just growth, you can feel that steam. Every episode, another self-esteem. Wanna talk about it? Soul, pain, truth, we gon' walk around it. Light in the dark, yeah, we found our sound. Commodores in the crew, we hold that ground. Wanna talk about it? Yeah, we talk about it. Soul, pain, truth, we gon' walk around it. Light in the dark, yeah, we found our sound. Commodores in the crew, we hold that ground. Every voice got a reason. Every story got a spark. Welcome home. This is Wanna Talk About It with Commodores and the crew.
We get you like an interactive intro. So that way y'all can actually see like some graphics going on in the intro. Kind of upgrade this. I'll work on it eventually. But yeah, tonight, what my title at? I feel nothing. And it feels good, right? Not like nothing in the sense like I don't, you hit me and nothing like that. But in the sense like you hit me and I don't feel anything. More in the sense of let me catch up on here. Make sure I'm monitoring. I'm monitoring the show. So I'll work on it eventually. Yeah, tonight, what my title at? Mm-hmm. Right? Nothing in the sense like I don't, you hit me. I'll make sure I get this audio right for y'all. Monitoring. More in the sense of let me catch up. Make sure I'm monitoring the show. 'Cause I'm hearing it and it's a lot of static, and I don't want y'all to have the static. Let me see if anybody in chat. Make sure I'm here. I'm hearing it and it's a lot of static, and I don't want y'all to have the static. Sound pretty good. It's my bad, y'all. I'm sorry about this. I want to make sure that y'all can hear me. Like I said, we are talking about nothing in the sense of that sounds good. We can talk about nothing in the sense of no thing. See what this other chat's talking about. episode is titled "I Feel Nothing and it feels good," right? And not in the sense of I don't feel anything, right? More in the sense of there's no one thing that I feel, as in everything is there's more than one thing, right? For example, let's say like your organs, your heart is made of. It's not just your heart; it's millions of cells, heart cells, and blood cells when it comes to blood. So in that sense, that no thing is one thing in and of itself, right? I think I touched on this a little bit before on another episode. But the reason I wanted to kind of circle back on that is I wanted to again talking about this whole you are nothing idea, right? So in the sense that you are nothing, you are you're not one thing. Um, Even though like we talked last episode in this series about how atoms and molecules are really mostly space, so that would make you mostly space, right? But even in that space, there's potential, right, for there to be something, and that something is a thing or no thing, right? So in the essence, nothing. If you're nothing, you are in this framework full of potential. You can be who you want to be or be what you want to be. I don't want to say necessarily be who you want to be in the sense of like personhood. But you can be who you want to be, like occupation wise, legend wise, name wise, things of that, the social nature. Or you can be nothing, right? Just blend in. Uh, so those are like two of the things I take from that. What are the other? And make sure the audio is good here. Looks like it's good to me, but just want to double check. Legend wise, name, and social nature. Or you can be nothing. Really just blend in. This mic is good, y'all. I'm liking this mic. Looks like it's good. Just want to double check. Yeah, doing that staticky stuff. Y'all are in the chat or whatever. Just let me know when the static stuff pops up. I'll probably upgrade mics here again, like a month or two, just to make sure the audio is good or whatnot. Oh, we're on this camera now. But yeah, so I read into a lot of Buddhist texts, and one of the things that was recurring. One of the themes that recurred was this no thing idea, as in we're all connected to each other. So like in me hurting somebody else, that could cause a chain reaction of them hurting someone else beyond them, or even that hurt coming back to me. But that hurt doesn't just stop necessarily with that person, right? But the wise and once you're cognizant of that idea, you try your best to stop that hurt with you, so that way it doesn't spread out. Because again, we're not just one thing in and of ourselves; we are connected. Let me see what they're talking about in this other chat here. They got messages popping up all over my screens. So that's where I'm at right now. So not not even like even a sense where people feel like nothing. I'm not even talking about that. I think that's a whole other thing. Right? Because, yeah, they're asking where I'm at. Let me get the link real quick. No, no, I'm not on Facebook. I'm on YouTube. I told you Facebook. It's YouTube like a mother. Ay, 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 I am late today, so sorry about that. I went to dang Chick-fil-A thinking I could get my food real quick and come back to the house because I had everything pretty much set up already. And I get there and I go through the mobile order line. Like I don't even go in the store anymore, or like the regular drive-through line. If I go through the mobile order, most places they don't have a mobile order, like a rewards program. I ain't messing with it, right? So I did that, and I'm waiting in line, and I'm like, wow, just I got there maybe 8:45, so I thought I'd get there maybe 30 minutes. Like, nice, boom, right? Get my food and be gone, be here in time, spare to get the episode going. But no, that's not the plans that were. Get my chat back up. That's not the plans that were in line for me tonight. So there we go. That should do it. Yeah, there we go. So I did put the link into that group. I got the link spread out across the Facebook pages too. So if you're looking to follow, how do I pull it back up here too? I don't remember get my chat back up. But I had a chat box I could use. It's not here. Oh, oh well. So yeah, I got from like a lot of the Eastern philosophies, specifically in Buddhism. It's also in Hinduism a little bit that I read as well, and those are like the two major Eastern religions I've read into. I've dabbled into some other stuff, not really got too deep into it, like Jainism and Sikhism. But again, I didn't really haven't gotten to delve into those as much. But well, again, what I did take with the nothingness thing, like, I don't know, it's really, I won't say it's abstract, but it does take some time to kind of adjust to. So, right, like, again, with the atom thing, the atoms thing, 90% space, right? Again, like, so what are these like emotions, the things that we feel, for instance, right? If we are, you know, I mean, if we're nothing, what are these emotions? Why do I feel this emotion? Like, where is that emotion? It's like, where do you pick up, sadness, anger, those things, right? They're they're not things, right? In that aspect, but they are existing. So that's where I'm talking about the no thing idea, right? So we have all these things, these concepts, these ideas, these feelings and whatnot, and we rarely get down to what they really are, and how they connect to not only us but to each other in the grand scheme. Like I said with the whole wisdom thing, the actions. That's where karma comes from. That's why karmic is in the part of my name. The definition of karma is simply an action, whether that's doing something or doing no thing, right? And you see, as I started to get to more of that thought, the whole idea of no thing made more sense to me as opposed to nothing. Because nothing. It's hard to. I won't say it's hard to, but we a lot of times we gloss over the idea of nothing, right? Because we think we have an idea of what nothing is. The absence. Switch my cameras. What's going on here? That's strange. Let's see what's going on. Here we go. Here we go. We back. We back. Yeah. So it's the absence of. So nothing, as we typically think of it, is the absence of something, as opposed to the individuation or the quantization of something. What I mean by quantization is like pixels on a screen, pixels on your TV screen. From a distance, it looks like one large picture. But when you start to actually get into the screen itself, you start to see the tiny pixels. That is what I mean by quantization, right? And even in that, there's no one thing that made the bigger picture. Like in respective to people, you could say, well, a person is one thing, but that one thing is made up of all of these other things, and those things are made up of these things, and these things are made up of these things, right? It's like our actions. Our actions aren't necessarily confined to us. Again, with the whole karma idea, whether we take an action or don't commit an action. If you watch, you've seen Back to the Future. A lot of y'all have seen Back to the Future, or really any time travel story or movie in which the antagonist or protagonist is told about the consequences of dealing in a way in the past. I mean, things in the past would affect the future, which could affect you. That's the whole interconnectedness, thing. You're not just the one thing in and of yourself, even though you like to believe so. I believe that's what they would call a solipsism. I mean, my guy Brendan, we talk about that. We feel like there's a lot of people who do see the world that way and experience the world that way. And what we know about how we experience the world, it's partial, it's incomplete, it's can trick us, especially with faces, because our brains are programmed to find faces in the most mundane and ordinary objects. And we do it relatively consistently. Time to hit the camera. So that's one of the things that I kind of live by, try to live by, and kind of live by. I'm looking at this camera, supposed to be on this camera. That's why I try to remember that and keep that in mind that my actions are not just actions that affect me necessarily speaking. Though there are actions I do that prioritize me. Um, but in that prioritizing of me, I understand again that connectedness. Once I'm able to be as stable as I'd like to be, then I'm able to extend those branches out of interconnectedness, right? Because again, I'm not a thing in and of myself. I'm part of a system, and I can't be the filling point, or I don't want to be the filling point, or the filling node, or the filling print, the filling pixel. You know what it's like to look at a TV with that one little dot, god dang blown out. It's there. The TV's operational. It's functional. But that dot does get annoying over time because it feels like there's a fly on my screen, and I just want to hit my screen to kill the fly. I'm just saying. That's how. Oh, that's that stream of consciousness right there. Gotta let that go. That goes sometimes. Helps with the music. Helps with the music because again, nothing is in and of itself. That stream of consciousness of a random annoyance about a pixel that you confuse to be a fly is the same system that turns some random lyrics into a song that people jam in the club. It's all the same thing. It's all tied together. A lot of times we try to separate that. I mean, I guess that's part of the experience too. I mean, I was there at one point. We all have our journeys. How's y'all's journey, by the way? I'm 40 years into mine. And it is a crazy one. Twists and turns. And again, the decisions I made when I was younger, you realize they weren't decisions in and of themselves. They carry their own consequences, benefits, and rewards, and disappointments, all their own. So as we make our choices, we got to make sure we got to, or we I don't want to say make sure we got to be cognizant of how our choices affect everything branching out from us. Because again, those choices don't we don't make these choices in the vacuum. They're not just the choice in and of itself. It's the choice, that decision has ripple effects. Now, understandable, you get to a point where, in the case of like boundaries, those choices you make, yeah, they have ripple effects that you you could probably anticipate because they go along with the go hand in hand with the boundary. But even instill that right there, be mindful. And I understand it's hard. It definitely is hard. Nothing in this life is nothing in this life worth it. Oh man, I'm saying a lot of euphemisms. Mm, I don't want to say that. Well, some things in life are worth it with discipline and restraint and vigor in both of those areas. How about that? Is that a compromise? Is that a nice compromise for y'all? Well, that's all I got. I'm getting tired. I actually want to get some sleep this weekend. Last weekend, your guy was up. Was excited. I'm getting through these receipts, man. Let me show y'all the receipts. Matter of fact, can y'all see that? I got to get through all these receipts by the end of the year. Get them recorded, get them filed, get it done, so I can move on with this stuff. So again, nothing is in and of itself. Everything is interconnected. Nothing's in a vacuum. Once those are cleared out, though, man, we got some funds coming my way. Got some funds coming my way. So dominate your day, dominate your night. I'm out of here. Y'all have a good one.
Yeah. I'm in the zone, energy grown. Truth on the line when the mic gets shown. Light through the dome, we sparking the tone. Deeper than convo when mindsets wrong. Crew by my side, no mask, no clones. We break cycles and cast these stones. Heart of a lion, calm of a sage. Every word therapy, life on the page. Wanna talk about it? Yeah, we talk about it. Soul, pain, truth, we gon' walk around it. Light in the dark, yeah, we found our sound. Comateurs in the crew, we hold that ground. Wanna talk about it? Yeah, we talk about it. Soul, pain, truth, we gon' walk around it. Light in the dark, yeah, we found our sound. Comateurs in the crew, we hold that ground. Stories bleed, but the healing's sweet. Real ones build when the real ones meet. Late night thoughts with the world don't tweet. Turn mics to mirrors to the pain retreat. From Colleen to the dream, we shift that scene. Big talk, black love, afro sheen. No gimmicks, just growth, you can feel that steam. Every episode, another self-esteem. Wanna talk about it? Wanna talk about it? Soul, pain, truth, we gon' walk around it. Light in the dark, yeah, we found our sound. Comateurs in the crew, we hold that ground. Wanna talk about it? Wanna talk about it? Soul, pain, truth, we gon' walk around it. Light in the dark, yeah, we found our sound. Comateurs in the crew, we hold that ground. Every voice got a reason. Every story got a spark. Welcome home. Yeah, just wanna talk about it. With Comateurs in the crew.